From the beginning, we were wrong. And only now have we begun to understand the mistakes we have made.
Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning is a hidden gem of open-world RPG games. It was developed by the studio's Big Huge Games and 38 Studios, and was released in 2012 to PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and Windows. But later a remastered version was also released to Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and a new version of PC.
Perhaps we should have foreseen what might be born on this rising tide.
Uncover the secrets of Amalur in hundreds of hours of immersive gameplay, from the vibrant city of Rathir to the vast region of Dalantar to the grim dungeons of the Brigand Hall Caverns. Explore deep levels of lore in a universe steeped in 10,000 years of fiction created by New York Times best-selling author R.A. Salvatore.
We are no longer slaves to the whims of fate.
Unfortunately, this game was forgotten in time, and many people didn't even play it in the first release. But if you like open-world games with hours and hours of content, all with quality and care, this is a very, very good game that can take more than 100 hours to get 100%. A fun, yet wronged, amazing third-person open-world RPG that gotta be remembered.
Max. My name is Max.
In Mad Max, you begin with nothing. Your car, your family, your life. Everything has been taken from you. Now all that's left is your will to survive.
Mad Max is an immersive open-world game in the beloved, but kind of forgotten nowadays, world of Mad Max, an insane and deadly world. The game was developed by the studio Avalanche Studios and released to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Mac OS, and PC in 2015, 10 years ago, and it's to this day a great open-world experience. In case you're a fan of the movies, it's going to be even more immersive for you, because you know how it all works, since the dangers, enemies, and the world itself. But if you don't know the series, it's still going to be really good, as the game will tell you all you need to know. The gameplay mixes exploration, combat, racing, combat in the car, and more. The melee combat is really similar to the Batman Archon games, but with its own mechanics. One of the most important features of the game is your car, as it's what you're going to use for your exploration. So you can improve every part of the car that will make it feel as you're always making progress in the gameplay. So if you didn't play it, go ahead, you won't regret.
The first thing you must do is build a new car.
Here she lies, the magnum opus!
This is your magnum opus. Acquiring necessary gear throughout your journey allows you to upgrade your vehicle. These upgrades will let you build and customize your magnum opus.
Before this whole thing started, I just floated through life. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but my life didn't start until the world came to an end.
Sunset Overdrive is an insane open-world third-person shooter. The game was developed by the studio Insomniac Games, the same studio of the new PlayStation Spider-Man games. But look how curious. This is an Xbox exclusive game. Well, not just Xbox, but also Windows. It was released originally in 2014 to Xbox One, and in 2018 it received a version to Windows. That was really welcome, because this game is really good. Embrace the chaos of Sunset City through a hyper-colorful, post-apocalyptic single-player campaign and 2 bonus expansions: Mystery of Mul Rig and Dawn of the Rise of the Fallen Machines. Outgun crazed mutants, homicidal robots, and villainous thugs on your journeys with the included weapons pack. The gameplay is fast, fluid, and dynamic, with many features like grinding everywhere in the streets, bouncing on cars, tires, wall riding, and much more, making the gameplay really fun. The combat is really good. As you move as fast as you can, there will be many different weapons you can use, each one with their own style.
Alright, nerds, this ends now!
I sense some epic missions in my future.
To battle!
From today forward, your lives will be forever changed.
Wait, Jackie Ma, I'm in.
Find a way to make him trust you.
Sleeping Dogs is an incredible GTA-like. The game was developed by the studio United Front Games and released in 2012 to PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and Windows, but in 2014 the game received a remastered version and was also released on Mac OS, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. Welcome to Hong Kong, a vibrant neon city teeming with life, whose exotic locations and busy streets hide one of the most powerful and dangerous criminal organizations in the world, the Triads. As Wei Shun, an undercover cop trying to take down the Triads, you'll have to fight your way up the organization without blowing your cover. A game with a world similar to the Grand Theft Auto series, but with its own style, since the structure of missions, storytelling, characters, side quests, and the gameplay itself, all with a lot of quality and personality. The open world is beautiful and immersive, with a lot of different vehicles, impressive main quests, and infinite side quests and mini-games that will give you a lot of things to do in a search for 100%. So I assure you that if you like open world action games, there's no mistake in Sleeping Dogs.
Whatever it takes, you remember that?
Last winter, we were up on Farewell Ridge. We're watching the freaks. Thousands of them. I mean, too many to count. All I could think was every one of us, man, woman, and child, are now homeless.
I could have put Sarah on a chopper. I felt relieved. How fucked up is
Days
that?
Gone is an insane post-apocalyptic open-world game where there's zombies everywhere, and there are many, so you better be quick. It was developed by the studio Ben Studio and released to PlayStation 4 in 2019. Many people that tried the game in the launch date was disappointed, especially because of the performance. That was really bad back then. So many people just dropped the game and never returned, what even made other players think that the game wasn't worth. But the point is the performance was fixed, and the content of the game is really good to be ignored. The world is fun to explore, and combat is fluid and extremely satisfying. And the story, despite it's not a masterpiece, it got its good moments, but for me, the best thing of the game is explore its universe. Riding with the bike everywhere to see what you can find, what feels really immersive.
Two Dog.
Two Dog! Stop, Two Dog!
I've long waited for this moment. With your death, I will find peace.
Batman Arkham Origins is a game set in the same universe of the other Batman Arkham games. But this one is kind of forgotten because it was developed by another studio, WB Games Montreal and Splash Damage. So many people never even tried this game, but believe me, this game deserves your attention.
Kill him and I'll pay you whatever you want. Make him suffer and I'll double it.
The game was released in 2013 to PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Nintendo Wii U, and Windows, and unfortunately there's no new versions to the new consoles. What makes it harder for consoles players play it, for example. But for PC players, it's still a great Batman game experience. The Arkham story begins. Batman Arkham Origins features a pivotal tale set on Christmas Eve where Batman is hunted by 8 of the deadliest assassins from the DC Comics universe. Players become an early career Batman as he encounters for the first time many of the characters that shape his future, all set in the same style of Batman Arkham City, in an immersive open world with an insane combat style and the insane stealth mechanics.
You're not some hardened vigilante. You're a young man with a trust fund and too much anger.
I am the reason the criminals breathe easier when the sun rises. I'm on your side.
My side? My side works within the law.
Assassin.
Admit it, I nearly had you.
He was a friend. A brother.
What did I miss?
Only the first hour of training.
A pity. The boy has so much potential, but so little discipline.
I have tracked the Templar as far as this coast, but I fear the rest is up to you, my friend.
Assassin's Creed Rogue is an incredible game of the series, but unfortunately, it was forgotten and many fans of the series never played it. The game was developed by Ubisoft and released in 2014, in the same year of Assassin's Creed Unity, the new Assassin's Creed game made for the new generation. So now you have an idea why this game is not that famous. Rogue was released to PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, and later on PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch, all with a better performance and details. The story follows Shay Corman, an assassin that turns into a Templar, the only Assassin's Creed we play as a Templar, but the gameplay is really similar to Assassin's Creed 4. That's a game in the same style actually, so it'll share the same gameplay, progression style, and some characters. The world gives you a lot of possibilities of places to explore, with islands, cities, and much more. As you sail around, it's an immersive world in your ship, battling and exploring for resources and more. So if you never played it, it's really good to this day.
You made me slaughter innocents! I will not let this happen again!
And now the man I once called brother is coming to hunt us all.
Kingdom Come Deliverance is a realist first-person action RPG game set in an immersive and unforgiving open world. It was developed by the studio Warhorse Studios and released in 2018 to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Windows, but later it was also released on Nintendo Switch.
Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict.
Story-driven open-world RPG that immerses you in an epic adventure in the Holy Roman Empire. Avenge your parents' death as you battle invading forces, go on game-changing quests, and make influential choices. Explore castles, forests, villages, and other realistic settings in medieval Bohemia.
The service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort.
A game for fans of long RPG games, with a lot of impressive details, since in visual to historically accurate places and facts. The gameplay is challenging and deep, so you'll feel like you're really a medieval soldier fighting for your life. So don't you think it's going to be an arcade game? The world is filled with things to do, places to explore, mini-games, side quests, and much more. So it's one of those games that just to explore the universe will be really pleasant. The series got more famous now that the second game was released, but many people didn't play the first game yet. But if you liked what you've seen here, you won't regret playing.
These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own.
This season on Maneater, everyone's biting off more than they can chew.
Look at you!
Maneater is a simple game, yes, but really fun. The game was developed by the studio Tripwire Interactive and released in 2020 to PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series XS, Nintendo Switch, and Windows. Its structure is like an RPG game. You're a simple and small shark. As you eat prey and do quests, you'll get XP, and with that level, growing in size, getting new abilities, reaching new areas, and we'll be able to get really interesting items, like unique sets that will give you unique skills. What's really fun to explore and get them all. You're a shark, yes, but don't you think that no one can hurt you, especially in start. So you got to be careful about the fights you're going to pick, and as you advance, harder enemies will show up, so you'll always need to attack with wisdom. I even got the platinum game of this game on PlayStation. It was really fun. So if you didn't know it, it's really fun to play, especially because of the progression.
Out of the darkness comes an evil that will destroy us all. Out of the light comes a roadie.
Brutal Legend is a very fun action-adventure mixed with tower defense game, all set in an open world. It was developed by the studio Double Fine Productions and released in 2009 to PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Linux, Mac OS, and Windows. And this is the Jack Black game. He's the main character and is as charismatic as he's used to be here too.
All right! Do you people want to hear some heavy metal?
set in a universe somewhere between Lord of the Rings and Spinal Tap. It's a fresh take on the action/driving genre, which in this case is full of imitation cover bands, demons intent on enslaving humanity, and heavy metal tunes. Featuring the talents of comedian, actor, and musician Jack Black as super roadie Eddie Riggs.
I can fix anything, except that.
The gameplay of the game is the peak, with many styles mixed since racing, hack and slash, and tower defense. In the open world, you'll explore using your car, which you can upgrade, making it better in many aspects that have very cool progression in the game. There are real metal musicians as characters in the game, such as Lemmy Kilmister and Ozzy Osbourne. The soundtrack is also amazing for fans of metal music, what makes the experience even greater.
You ever feel like you were born in the wrong time? Like you should have been born earlier, when the music was real?
Like the 70s?
Earlier. Like the early 70s.